Graham Nash is doing everything he can to keep this team going.
But I put the team on my back, dude.
What's going on, Joe here? We are getting ready to start playoff baseball with the Tides. There we go. They finished 80-60 and they have won their division, and they're taking on the Clippers in the first series. Here we go. First game is against the Columbus Clippers. All right, here we go. So we are going to get a little batting practice in, as he has kind of struggled lately. We're going to get some batting practice in before... Oh, I don't want to do this. Before that, and Graham Nash has struggled as of late, but we are getting ready to start playoff baseball. Clean slate. You gotta imagine, if you are the Tides, you need a big game out of your star Graham Nash. He has been a huge bolster to your offense throughout the entire second half of the season. Now you're just hoping this man's can carry you guys to a championship. All right, so Norfolk gets 2 runners on with 1 out, and that's Graham Nash's opportunity. So the first 2 runners on, 1 out. Graham Nash here in the top of the first with an opportunity to drive in a run here for the Tides in their first playoff game. Nash's first opportunity at a game that really means something. And that's a 1-0 count, and that's a good place to be if you're Graham Nash. Already the pitcher's got to come to him. Oh, and a big changeup, as the scouting report says Graham Nash will swing out of his shoes sometimes on a changeup, and that's what they throw to him right there. The problem is, if you throw the same pitches high in the zone too often, he's going to pop out to right field, and Nash just doesn't quite get enough of this one, as he doesn't come through for his team and can't even advance the runners. That's a tough break. Next batter strikes out. All right, here we go. We're just going to let it simulate, see how it goes. All right, 0-0 still. That's what you like to see out of the Tides. Oh, they walk in a run. They have a tough inning. And now the Tides are down. All right, Graham Nash doesn't get an opportunity. A leadoff single for the Tides. And now that brings up Graham Nash in the top of the 4th with an opportunity. He represents the tying run here in the top of the 4th. And you know, with Graham Nash at the dish, one swing of the bat is very possible, as he smokes this down the line, just foul. Nash takes an outside pitch and somehow pulls it down the line. That ball is out of the zone. Nash does a good job taking 1-1. Nash throughout the regular season was hot as can be, and then about as cold as can be to finish the season. Nash is going to smoke that up the middle, though, for a single. And that's something that Nash, when he is on, he does. He will hit pitches hard to all parts of the field. And we got to hope that that's the start of Nash heating up here in the playoffs now. Let's see how this goes. A big strikeout. Oh, and they don't do anything with it. All right. This has been a slow game. Walks have killed the Tides in this game. Lots of walks from what I've seen. And Graham Nash now, they're down by 3. So he cannot tie the game, but he could definitely put them back in. And this man's pitching has 64 pitches through 6 innings, as he is really dealing out there. And Graham Nash gets a pitch he can handle high in the zone. He smokes this one into the alleyway. That ball's going to get down, and Graham Nash is going to have a double. And this could be the first run of the game for the Tides. It is. And who else but Graham Nash is going to be the one to drive it in? Now with 1 out, Graham Nash is standing on second base. Do you steal with Graham Nash at this point? Graham Nash is going. And he's in there! Now he represents being down by 1, and a sacrifice fly will drive him in. Let's see what happens here. 1-2 on the 5-hitter, Chris Davis. Imagine that. A veteran like Chris Davis down here in the minor leagues with a young star like Graham Nash. This is quite a Orioles get-together here. If he could just put the ball in the air, that would really put the Tides in a good place here. It's a full count. Nash standing on third, looking for the veteran to just do veteran things here in this opportunity. Chris Davis was once a fantastic Major League player, and he's going to drive this ball into right field, and it will be an RBI single for Chris Davis, and it's 3-2 now. An error, and the Tides do not capitalize, and walks kill the Tides again. Walks are killing the Tides, and now they're down 8-2. 8-2 as walks have murdered the Tides. And here's Graham Nash now with a single and a double. And it is unfortunate if you are the Tides, this performance your team has brought out here. The pitching staff has really let you down as he murders this ball to center field. It eats up the center fielder. It's hit so hard. And that's an RBI single for Graham Nash. And Nash continues to be the heart and soul of this offense. But it just seems to be a little too late as the pitching staff has not been able to get it done in game one here. What a good piece of hitting, though, from Graham Nash. Sends it right up the middle. Oh, a strikeout. No. The Tides just continue to struggle. It is 10-3 now in game one. But, man, do they not seem clutch enough. Oh, two-run bomb makes it 10-5. I don't know what's happening. This is hard to follow. All right, it is top of the ninth. Graham Nash has an opportunity here. They are down by 5 with nobody out. Down by 5, nobody out. It would take a heck of a rally to make the Tides come back here, but let's see if they can do it. Nash hits it right to the second baseman. This should be a double play ball. It is. So that really just shows you how the Tides game has gone so far tonight. Nothing doing there as he rolls over into the double play, and that should be the end of the Tides night. And they are going to lose game number 5. What? Game number 1, 10-5. Tough game for the Tides to start off the series. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Game number 2. Trey Mancini in right field. Oh, the double play ball. But there is a runner on third now for Graham Nash with 1 out. Man, would the Tides like to get off to a nice 1-0 lead here. If Graham Nash could just rip a single into the outfield, that would really be big after the tough loss in game 1. A weird two-seam fastball high in the zone. He probably should have murdered that. But it came out of his hand weird. And lefty-lefty matchup. We'll see what happens. That ball is dribbled to second base. Graham Nash is going to have to hustle. And he does not come through. All right, so Columbus has a 1-0 lead here on the Tides. But here's an opportunity. A 1-0 lead in the top of the third, and Graham Nash has bases loaded. 1 out. Absolutely an opportunity here. Graham Nash wants to be a spark plug. He's got to make a contact with every pitch he swings at and drives in the run. Oh, he murders that ball. He's going to do a lot with that one. That ball is hammered down the right field line. That's going to score at least 2 and give the Tides the lead. And Graham Nash's helmet flies off as he absolutely is the spark plug there. And he sparks the lead for the Tides here in the top of the third. Look at him just all over that off-speed pitch down the line. That's what you like to see. And the next guy comes up and does the same. 4-1. Walks again, man. The Tides, I see a lot of walks on the screen. And every time I see a lot of walks, I see the other team scoring runs. So that should teach you a little bit of a lesson here about the Tides. That when they're not throwing strikes, the pitching staff really, really struggles. Kind of a given. But they're not getting themselves out of their own jams. And Nash is going to lead off this inning. The top of the 5th with a rip into the alleyway. Going the other way. Another double for Graham Nash. As he continues to just rake the ball here in the playoffs. Trying his best to do what he can for this team. And that's going to be a call to the bullpen. Brought to you by Singular Wireless. We never stop working for you. Alright, it is still 4-2 in the top of the 7th. Here's Graham Nash with 2 outs. Trying to get something started here against Jeffrey Rodriguez in the top of the 7th. The Tides still have their 4-2 lead intact. That ball is right there. Nash is going to watch it. He's waving for it to go fair, but it's foul. He tossed that bat like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. That ball is popped up as he's underneath it. Popped up to short. He missed his pitch. He missed his pitch. Just by a few feet as he hooked it foul. Oh, there we go. You hate to see it as the Clippers post a comeback. And here we are in extra innings. Extra innings tie ball game. The Tides have blown the game. And it is 4-4 at the top of the 10th. Oh, man. We got to go for it, man. We got to go for it. Graham Nash wants to drive this ball into the alleyway with nobody out, too. Worst case scenario, it's a sacrifice fly. But he gets a hold of this ball, and it continues to carry. Oh, it is not going to have enough. He does advance the runner at least. But, man, is that a tough break there with one out. Let's watch. We're going to tune in and see what happens here for the Tides in the top of the 10th. Here is Taylor Davis batting 5th today. Taylor Davis with one out on a 1-1 count. First and third, Davis swing and a miss, 1-2. Taylor Davis versus Jeffrey Rodriguez, top of the 10th, 4-4. Leading run on third base. The Tides, I don't know how else to say it, but they need it here. And that ball is drilled. It is hit to center field. That should be deep enough to score the run. He tags, and the Tides will have the lead here in the top of the 10th as just enough gets done that they take the lead now. And let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here with 2 outs. That ball is drilled deep and caught in center field, and now it is up to the Tides here in the bottom of the 10th. Fly out, line out, strike out, and the Tides win 5-4 in game 2. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see. Graham Nash with a couple of RBIs. Player of the game. Coach, playoff baseball slightly different ×2 for clutch performances. That's what you need here. That's the kind of pep talk you need. All right, here we go. Here we go. Game number 3. Tides versus Clippers. First round of AAA baseball playoffs. Graham Nash's first professional experience at playing playoff baseball. At 18 years old, and he's right there in the heart and soul of it. And the Clippers come right out and do nothing. The Tides come out and do nothing. And for playoff pushes in the minor leagues. So here we go. Graham Nash now. Leading off the bottom of the 2nd. Batting .500 with 4 RBIs thus far in the playoffs. And he's got an opportunity against Terrence McKenzie. He's going to just shoot this one past the second baseman. And I think we know what this means. Graham Nash gonna try and steal the bag here. It's pretty much a given. Graham Nash going for the stolen base here, and he gets himself in scoring position, and that's what you love to see. Gets himself in scoring position with nobody out, and now the Tides have an opportunity to take an early lead. It is a 2-2 count on Chris Davis. We're looking for Chris Davis to drive us in here. We need it. And he hits it to third, and that is unfortunate. You got to think a guy like Chris Davis, who's a pole hitter, that is the last place he should be hitting the ball. Jordan Westberg batting .286 here. I'd be lying if I said we didn't need you, Jordan. I'd be lying if I said we didn't need you. Tristan McKenzie trying to pitch himself out of this small little jam here. We all know that Graham Nash can scoot. So he does have that threat to steal third possibly, but on a single, oh no, the strikeout swinging. Graham Nash is going to try and advance. Stupid play. You hate to see it. Oh, the solo bomb for Columbus. Gives them a 1-0 lead. All right, it is 1-0 Columbus here in the bottom of the fourth. Graham Nash is just going to try and get on base by any means. Whatever it means, he wants to get on base here. Get it going for the Tides. That ball is high in the zone, though. This is more than on base. And Graham Nash ties the ball game with one swing of the bat, and he does what he does best as he hits a solo shot here, 423 feet, 111 off the bat. Tie ball game. A mash from Graham Nash, playoff style. You'll love to see it. Tie ball game. The crowd is going bonkers for Graham Nash. Look at this lady. Look at that smile. She can't believe it. She's so happy. She's on her feet. Just a bomb. All right. It is 3-1 Columbus, man. Columbus is just taking advantage of the mistakes by the Tides pitchers. And it is not looking good in this series for the Tides. Even though it's 1-1, the pitching has been very shaky. Game 1 was not very close. Game 2, they blew a lead and luckily won in extra innings. And now here we are, the Tides fighting from behind again. That ball is right down the middle, though, and Graham Nash says, "Put the team on my back."
Dog, he put the team on his back.
As he is prepared to do whatever it takes to get his team the win. And that's his second bomb of the game here in Game 3, a mash from Graham Nash. He's going to solo carry this team if possible. He's going to do everything he can to make this team win the game. Oh, and the Tides have capitalized because here is Graham Nash batting again in the bottom of the sixth, and now it's 8-3. Nash got the team fired up, and it's 8-3 now. Did Nash just hit his third of the game? That ball is rocketed. His third of the game. Graham Nash is doing everything he can to keep this team going.
But I put the team on my back, dude.
He got him started on this rally, and he continues it with another home run. 2 home runs in the same inning for Graham Nash. Holy cow. Graham Nash doing everything he can. It went from not looking good for the Tides to now you're starting to think Graham Nash is the kind of player to lead you to a championship. Graham Nash, when you are down and out, just continues to chug, and he ropes this up the middle and is 5 for 5. Graham Nash just murdering the ball. Up 9-3. Still putting good swings on the ball. 9-3, and he's still trying to swipe bags for your team, and then your guy swings. Chris Davis, a veteran in the league. Oh, 3-2 full count, 2 outs. He's got to steal. He's got no choice now. Graham Nash. Oh, Chris Davis. This was a performance out of Graham Nash here as the Tides win Game 3 9-3. A game that looks sad for the Tides. And there's Graham Nash getting his players going. The 18-year-old putting the team on his back and saying, "I got you. We won't lose this series." Woo! The Tides are in a much better place than where they were in the 5th inning of this game. Graham Nash. Graham Nash, just an absolute monster at the plate, doing everything he can for this team. Look at that line. Look at that line. All right, here we go. Graham Nash. They benched Graham Nash for Game 4. Are you kidding me? Game 4 in the series, they could put it away, and they bench Graham Nash. And now we have a Game 5. Unbelievable, and Graham Nash is pissed. He is not happy with how this coaching staff has handled the playoffs. And he's not happy with his team going into the offseason. Graham Nash is a very strong personality in your clubhouse. He just got done carrying your team to a win the game before, and then they give him a game off in game 4 of the playoffs of all times. Game 4, when they could have put it away, Graham Nash has the day off per coach's request, and that is just pathetic. That is just poor coaching. You would not bench your best player in a playoff game. Graham Nash is just too big of a part of the team. I just wonder, does it cost him the series here? Is it enough of a distraction that Graham Nash plays poorly in this game and then they lose the series? Graham Nash is going to pop this ball up to left field, and he is not going to drive in the runs here in the bottom of the first. I don't know, man. Graham Nash, I just wonder how focused he is. After having a day off when he didn't want it, as a competitor, he didn't want it. And now we're here in Game 5 of the series with the series on the line when you could have put it away in 4. And Nash, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not inside this young man's head. I don't know what he's thinking. I know him and Trey over there at first base are starting to get to be pretty good pals. I just wonder where Graham Nash's head is. He pops this ball up too. Nash is just not looking good in this game so far. 2 pop-ups. And they're down 2-0 with very little life out of this offense. It's 2-2 now, though, as somebody came through in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Graham Nash with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. He's 0 for 2 with 2 weak pop-ups. That game off, man, I think it hurt Nash. He does get a hold of this ball and rip it for a single. And it's gonna be fumbled by the first baseman. But Nash is just gonna be in there at first with a nice single. With 2 outs, though, he could steal the bag on the lefty and give his team a chance. That's a quick pitch there, and that's gonna be tough. And Nash is thrown out stealing. A rough game for Graham Nash, as he is now thrown out stealing on a very good quick pitch from the lefty. Just a tough game for Nash. I don't know. He just doesn't seem to have it today. And I think it was a poor decision to bench him in such a playoff. I know I'm saying it over and over, but I'm just astounded by that call. Just absolutely astounded, outraged. As Nash carries you to a Game 3 win, you don't play him in Game 4. And now you're here in Game 5, tied 2-2, and Graham Nash is not looking very good. And he ropes this ball for a second single of the game. So he is now batting .500 on the game, but 2 pop-ups and 2 singles. He just doesn't seem to have the energy he had in Game 3. The life seems to be sucked out of him. And they just don't come through. Top of the 9th. And they give up a 3-run bomb. This could be it. This could be it. It's it. The Tides lose Game 5. They lose Game 5, and Graham Nash is not played in Game 4. The Tides lose, and somehow Graham Nash is not playing in the 4th game of the series. I don't know, man. I don't know. Graham Nash is just not happy. That leaves a sour taste in your mouth going into next season. But you know that the Orioles give you a chance to move up quickly. So what do you do if you're Graham Nash? A very talented young player, very strong personality, very vocal in the post-game interviews, not happy about the way the team handled the playoff situation. He didn't directly call anyone out, but I don't know, man. I don't know if Graham Nash is happy with his situation. The MLB starter is 24 in center field, 71 overall. Graham Nash is almost there. That's the starter. He's better. He might be better than the starter in right field, but so is Trey, who's 28. I guess he's not a prospect. And, I mean, Graham Nash is right there on the cuffs, but he's got a sour taste in his mouth. He's just not happy. He's not in a good place right now. And it's a tough way to end the season if you're Graham Nash. Let's just leave it at that. It's a tough way to end your season. That is where we're going to end the video, though, as we have played the playoff baseball. If you're as sad as I am about this Graham Nash situation, it's got you pretty tore up. I get you. We end his first major league season, or his first professional season. These are his stats at the end of his first professional season. 67 overall. You'll love to see it, but tough break. Tough break going into the off season. So I will see you guys next time. If you're enjoying the series, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Do you think the Tides win the series if they keep Graham Nash in for Game 4? I sure do. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. I really love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back with the 2021 season before you know it. Thank you guys so much.